Dear residents, a very good morning to all of you. So, let us have a talk on Maharaja Birchandra Manikya, his socio-religious reforms and its impact on Tripura. As a matter of fact, Birchandra Manikya is regarded as the architect of modern Tripura, and he is also known as the father of Tripura. Why? Now, may ask the questions. Why Sir is telling he is the Raja Ram Mohan Raya of Tripura, he is the father of Tripura? Why? Because who is the father? Who cares? Who loves his children in a better manner? Who solve the problems of the children? That father is known as the good father. So, in this sense, he is known as the father of Tripura because here the social evil was there in the form of sati system, in the form of slavery system, in the form of social inequality, and it was due to the great efforts of Maharaja Birchandra Manikya that slavery system was stopped in Tripura in 1888 AD, and sati system was abolished in Tripura in 1889 AD. That is why he is known as the modern architect of Tripura, father of modern Tripura. Or you can say that modernity in Tripura started by his contribution only. He is also known as the harbinger of Renaissance movement in Tripura. Many factors were there for his reforms. It may be some people are telling the influence of British Raj. Some are telling no, it was due to liberal thought of Maharaja Birchandra Manikya, all-round development of subjects, advice of his ministers. Some is telling zeal for Sanskritization in Tripura. Some is telling social upliftment in the Tripura, literary taste and cultural uniqueness of Maharaja Birchandra Manikya. But we can say with certainty that it was the main reforms of Maharaja Birchandra Manikya that sati system was abolished in Tripura. And not only it was abolished in Tripura, but it was for the social upliftment of the people. The Rajmala mentions that after the death of Maharaja Dhanya Manikya, his wife Kamala Devi committed sati. A reference to sati among the royal family of Tripura is also available in Tripura Deshil Katha Likha or Tripura Buranjis, written by Ratan Kandali Sharma and Arjun Das Bairagi during the first half of the 18th century. But it was due to the great efforts of Maharaja Birchandra Manikya that sati system was totally abolished in Tripura. If you talk about his reforms, the next reform was abolition of slavery in Tripura. Maharaja Birchandra Manikya stopped the highness sati system from Tripura by enacting the law in 1877 AD. The system of slavery was a common practice in Tripura from a very early period. Slave, who is the slave? Slave is a very, very weakest person of the society that without any pesa, without any rupee, serves the master with scanty food from day to night. And it was due to the great efforts of Maharaja Birchandra Manikya that like sati system, slavery system was also abolished in Tripura in 1877 AD. But the same system was abolished in India by the Act of 5th of 1853 AD. Regarding the abolition of slavery in Tripura, Mr. Bolton, the official political agent of Tripura, reported that with regard to the subject of domestic slavery, I am glad to report that since the close of the year, Maharaja has issued a proclamation forbidding the sale, purchase, receiving in place, or forcible retention and slave, and any human being under penalties to be awarded by the criminal courts, but authorizing the making of contracts of service for a period not exceeding 3 years. The proclamation, I think, deals effectively with the custom of domestic slavery. My dear students, he has done lots of reforms for the betterment of the people of Tripura. He was of the view that if the people of Tripura are happy, then definitely a king, he will feel happiness. For this, he has done lots of reforms. Either reforms that abolition of Pahari Adalat in Tripura. Before that, before his time, Tripura was in two types of Tripura. One is Hill Tripura, other was Plain Tripura. So Hill Tripura was having Hilli Adalat, Pahari Adalat, and normal Adalat was in Plain India. But Maharaja Manikya thought that uniformity should be there, equality should be there. So the Pahari Adalat was abolished for bringing about unification within the judicial system. The judges of the civil and criminal courts who had to deal with the cases of the Hill Tripura were advised to keep an eye on the rules prescribed for the cases of the Hill tribes. Next reform was judicial reforms in Tripura. This was a main step under the modernization. You know that justice is the mirror for the society. If a person is doing bad thing, that person must be punished. So that was the case of Maharaja Manikya. There was a dual type of judiciary before that, but equality was emphasized in the matters of legal issues. Next was codification of laws in Tripura. Under the able rule of Maharaja Manikya, the rules of administration and laws were codified so that the justice cannot be denied and equality is persisted. So here, if we see that whatever we see here, after the independence in India, at Article 14, equality is there. That was in the mind before that in Maharaja Manikya. Next was introduction of bureaucratic pattern in Tripura. Maharaja Manikya wanted to introduce bureaucracy in Tripura to expedite administrative matters, to do the administrative welfares for the people of Tripura. Now next and most important was his reforms, social upliftment of Tripuras. Maharaja Manikya believed in the social upliftment of Tripuris, and for this social upliftment, how to make social upliftment? So dear students, education. Main was educational reforms. Now I think Tripura is #1 state in India in literacy. But do you know that this educational reforms was carried out by the great workshop of Maharaja Manikya? Maharaja Manikya opened many schools in Agartala and other places. That is why we are now #1 in education. So this main credit goes to Maharaja Manikya. That was from 1862 to 1897. Next reform, and the best reform was cultural reforms. Do you know that culture says, culture knows our behavior. What type of behavior do you have? If you don't have good behavior, then as a citizen, you must be condemned. And Maharaja Manikya believed in the fact that through cultural reforms, through cultural advancement, the people of Tripura can get the overall development of the personality. So he had done lots of cultural reforms in the field of maybe Sanskritization, maybe the people coming from the other parts of India to the place. Next was religious reforms. Under religious reforms, also Maharaja Manikya played a very pivotal role to spend a lot of money to bring Sanskrit scholars and learned Brahmins from outside Tripura and to serve them with food and drink by the Tripuris. He also advised Tripuris to wear sacred faith, to have good behavior, to have very humanism as per his behavior. If to amass great wealth is not enough, to have the religious reforms was the main things. So we have seen many of his reforms. Now it is time to locate his impact. What impact was assessed by his reforms of Maharaja Manikya? As a matter of fact, the socio-religious reforms of Maharaja Manikya witnessed a lot of impacts in Tripura. The people of Tripura not only faced the impact boldly, but also provided immense help to the state. Now, we can have a glance over his some impacts. First was cultural impact. As I have already said, culture plays a significant role in molding destiny of one's own country. So, as you know also, the reforms of Maharaja Manikya was very much pivotal for the cultural impact in Tripura, as Tripura witnessed secular identity. Now here, let it be Buddhist, let it be Hindu, all work together to form a common cultural identity. That was very unique impact of his reforms. Now, second is religious impact. Religious syncretism had occurred wherever different religions have met. In this regard, it is stated that a natural Indian openness to new religious ideas convinced many immigrants of oneness. The temple of Chauda Devta and the Tripurasuri Kali are examples of the religious impact of reform. As we know, the next impact was social impact. A man lives in a society. Social life forms the best platform of communal harmony. A kind of equality can be seen in Tripura when the social evils like sati system and slavery system was abolished in Tripura. It had a very healthy impact on the people of Tripura. Now, judicial uniformity. It was the greatness of Maharaja Manikya that Pahari Adalat was abolished, and now there was only one judiciary system in Tripura by which equality can be observed in the matters of judiciary. Next and foremost impact on Tripura was spread of Sanskritization. It was due to the efforts of Maharaja Manikya that Sanskritization prevailed in Tripura. By Sanskritization, many names were in Sanskritized. Even the name of Tripura was Tripura. It became Tripura. Many temples were also located in Tripura, and lots of unique character can be seen in Tripura. Gender equity, as we know, that when Sati system was abolished in Tripura, then gender equity was there. Now there was no difference between men and male and female, and it gives a higher status to females, and now they were seen at par with their male partners. Conclusion. So, how to conclude that we say on the basis of our said facts that socio-religious reforms of Maharaja Manikya was not transient in nature, but it was the outcome of constant endeavors. As a matter of fact, Maharaja Manikya is known as the father of modern Tripura. He had not only abolished the shameful system of sati and slavery, but made the judicial reforms in a better manner by which equality can be observed in Korean Tripura. If we critically analyze the reforms of Maharaja Manikya, we find that their religious impact, cultural impact, social impact, as well as judicial impact form pivotal role in making Tripura as number one in the way of modernization. That's all. Now, thank you. Have a great day ahead.